Hello, guys. Welcome back on the lj.mindset podcast. I'm your host, Louisa Jazora, and on today's episode, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial for any young entrepreneur or student aiming to succeed in the professional world: networking. So, you probably heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And so, building connections can open doors you didn't even know existed. And here's the best part: it's never too early to start networking, even as a teenager. So, in today's episode, I will be sharing the essential tips for how you can begin building a meaningful connections that should shape your future, because you guys have been a lot of people asking me the same question: is how did you do to have many connections? So I'm talking connections in basically entrepreneurs, investors, but also traders, etc. And so I had basically this idea of doing this little episode about basically networking. So, first thing first, what is networking and why is it so much important? So, networking is simply the process of building relationships with people who can help you grow personally or professionally. It's not just about getting something from someone. It's more about learning, sharing, and creating opportunities together. So, for teenagers, networking can be incredibly valuable. Whether you're trying to start a business, find a mentor, or even just explore options. So, the connections you build now could open doors to internships, job opportunities, or even partnerships in the future. And so, when did I discover networking? I discovered this when I think I was like 14 or 15, and I like I can remember. So it was one day when my mother, she just had like a problem, and so she asked her friend who was an engineer, and I was like, wow, so this engineer, he's doing it for free. You know what I mean? So basically, she asked him to come and just help with the washing machine, and he just did it. And what I discovered is that she had many connections with people who had like different jobs. What I did and with what I began I went to Instagram and I began to basically follow people who were very interesting for me. So investors, traders, entrepreneurs, etc. And I started following them, and they, like, not everyone, but a few followed me back. And then I began to ask like questions about it. So questions about their job, questions about this and this. And they also responded, and that's why we are friends now. So yeah, basically it's like connections. And I began with this. And then I began with LinkedIn. And like, if you know what this is, it's basically a platform where, like, it's not Facebook, it's not Instagram, but it's like the place for basically your work. So not everyone has this, but my father has it, and I discovered also with him. And yeah, I just began to write my profile, write what I did, like what I do, etc. in my life. And then I began to work with people who were also, again, the same thing: entrepreneurship, investors, etc. And then I discovered so many people. There were so many people I discovered, very interesting. Most of them are like between 18 and 25, 26, let's say. But I also have, well, I can call her a friend, but it's a connection, and she works here in Luxembourg. She has also her own agency, and if I still remember, she's 38. And yeah, she just works in basically her agency with helping other people, other women, etc. Just to say that it is very simple for you to make connections, to search for connections, but the most difficult part is really to start your circle to start with them. Second one, start with your immediate circle. So your network doesn't have to start with strangers or high profile people. Begin with those already around you, your family, friends, teachers, coaches, or community members, or even on Instagram, like me. So these people can provide you advice, introduce you to other people, and also help guide you early career choices. So ask questions and take interest in what they do. This is very important. If you show no interest in what they do, they won't teach you they won't teach you it for free. Okay? So this is something very important. When I basically job shadowing. I don't know if you know what this is, but job shadowing is basically being part of their life, like maybe 1 day or 2 days, and just see what they do for work. So just seeing, and yeah, basically, I did job shadowing. Can also just write an email and then ask them. Most of the time they told me yes, and I went there and I saw a woman that was also like had also her same business, and I did job shadowing and I a lot of interest. So first thing first, I had good clothes, very important. Second of all, I also had like a notebook to write all the things she said, etc. So I really showed her physically I was ready, and then mentally I also asked her a lot of questions, and she was very very like happy because when you show interest in someone's job, they will tell you things that they won't usually tell other people. And that is the most just wow part. So, yeah, basically, you will be surprised how much you can learn from the people closest to you, but also people maybe on Instagram or just people you don't even know. But here in Luxembourg, we are very lucky because it is very easy to just like you can write an email to someone, to an agency, whatever, and then just ask for them to do a job shadowing. Maybe 1 day because it won't hurt them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can just ask for them and then you will see. A lot of the time they say yes. So, depends again on maybe I don't know, maybe what you're saying in your CV or something like that, but most of the time they say yes. So, number three is utilizing social media and online platforms. So, you know that social media is one of the easiest way to expand your network as a teenager. Platforms like Instagram or even Twitter can connect you with professionals in industries that interest you. So, to make the most of it, keep your profiles professional and clean. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, send a message, or leave like a thoughtful comment. Building a connection online is often the first step to real world opportunities. So just remember, it's about engaging in meaningful conversations, not spamming people with requests. Please, because I had a friend who did this. People were scared of her. Like for real. They were scared of her. They didn't like it was so unprofessional. So please, if you do if you do this, if you send a message or an email, whatever, stay respectful, stay professional, and stay mature. Because if you do these three things, I can assure you at least 99% that they will respond. Maybe depends again on if it's a high profile, because most of the time they usually don't. Depends on who you are. But if it's like, for example, again, a job shadowing, they will respond. But please be respectful. Sometimes it can really, really take a long time. For me, it took 2 months because I wanted to be with a woman. She had like her own business, and it took me like 2 months to at least have like a response of her. But yeah, just again, you wait a bit, you stay respectful, stay mature. I am sure you will have this. You will have opportunities, but it takes time. Number four, how to approach networking events and conferences. So even as a teen, you can attend networking events like local businesses, meetups, school career days, and also online webinars. So when you're at these events, don't be shy, really. Introduce yourself confidently, ask genuine questions, show interest, and listen carefully. Also, one key tip is after meeting with someone, follow up with a message or email, thanking them for their time and maybe referencing something you discussed. So this leaves a lasting impression and keeps the door open for future conversations maybe. So again, first thing, don't be shy. Even if you think you are not as good as everyone, because sometimes like, really, I lose confidence in myself because I'm like, oh, you're just like 17 years old, you don't know even like this and this, etc. You don't have like your own, like, really business because I want to open a clothing brand. You don't have even this. But again, I'm just 17 years old. I have like 1 year, well, maybe 10 months, but whatever. I have like 1 year to basically like do a business plan, etc. But in the meantime, I'm still like trying to have like even more connections. I'm still like working on my future businesses. Also, again, here, my podcast or even like investment and trading and stuff like that. So I am working. I don't know who you are going to meet, but most of the time they don't bite. They're very, very kind people. And yeah, I think that's it. Also important is, again, after a meeting, if you can really send a message or email thanking for their time, you will be sure at least 99% again that there will be a follow up. Really. Number 5 is the power of mentorship. So, finding a mentor can be one of the most valuable parts of networking. A mentor is someone who has experience in the area you're interested in, so they can guide you with advice and lessons they've learned in the past. So, don't be afraid to ask someone you admire to mentor you. It can also be like, okay, maybe not your parents, maybe like a friend or someone you know, because I had two mentors in my life. I had one mentor, he was very cool because I learned so much from him. And then I had a second one. She was incredible also. She taught me so many things. And now I am also a mentor for two other people. So you can see that even if you think you're not good enough, some people are looking at you at the moment I'm talking to you. They're thinking about you and thinking how much you are so like great at something. Basically, most of people are willing to help you if you show like genuine interest and are respectful of their time. Very important, because I had one student, he wasn't even grateful for my time, and I gave them 2 hours per day. 2 hours is like a lot. As a mentor, it's a lot. And I did this for free because I'm also not 18, so I can't like there are things I can legally do. Uh but yeah, I did this for free and they didn't even have the respect of just like saying, "Oh, thank you for your time. Thank you for doing this, etc." So, again, very important to show really respect because your mentor, if you have one, they are really putting effort. So, yeah, just keep in touch with your mentor regularly and always show appreciation for the time they invest in you. That's it. Very simple. And yeah. And again, if you don't have a mentor, it's not for everyone. Right now, I don't have a mentor. I'm a mentor for two persons, but right now I don't have any. But it doesn't change the fact that I admire three people that are incredible, that motivate me every day. So yeah, if you don't have a mentor or if you don't want one, you can also continue to admire people. It can be celebrities or just friends, whatever you want. So the last one, number 6, is building relationships instead of transactions. So true networking isn't just about collecting as many contacts as possible. So it's more about building authentic, long-term relationships. Instead of approaching networking as what can this person do for me, think about what value you can offer them or how you can learn from each other. Building real relationships takes time and patience, so don't expect immediate results. Networking, it isn't just about contacts. It isn't just about um just knowing people. It is also about building a relationship. So building like a friendship. I think for this, it depends really on the people. So for example, I have this woman I know. I'm not gonna say the name or neither the agency, because it's private, but what I mean by this is that we know each other, we learned a lot from each other, but it's not something I would, how can I explain this? Um, it's not something, it's not like a relationship I want to continue. You know what I mean? So basically, depends really on the people. That's why I said yes and no. And that's why I wanted to explain to you the 2 points of it. Uh, but again, if you really, really want to build a true relationship, so like a friendship relationship, whatever you want to call it, in networking, it's important because you will see that the people, like, the more you trust in people, the more they can trust in you. And the more you can talk about yourself, the more you can expand yourself in a certain subject, they can also do it. So basically, I think this is really important, but again, depends on the people. I have like lots of the people I know in investing and trading and entrepreneurship are people that I truly appreciate because they're very mature, very professional. In the inside, they're good people. In my life, I don't want ever to have like a bad people, or like it's not the right word, but you know where the point I want to go. So I don't want just to have like someone, oh, you have this, I want to know this for free, etc. No, because it's their time. They're also people. They're not stupid. They know what you're doing. So build true relationships if it's possible. If you see that the person, like, you're not the same, etc., like, okay, that's fine, because I had the same thing with like certain people. I learned a lot from them, they learned a lot from me, but it wasn't like the bond thing. So yeah, we just like let it go. But I'm just talking if like you have like truly like a good person you really, really, really appreciate, try really to be like in the long-term relationship. Will It will really be a good thing. Networking might seem intimidating at first, but it's not one of the most powerful tools you can develop as a teen. It's not just about getting ahead in business. It's about learning from others, gaining new perspectives, and building relationships that can last a lifetime. So start small with the people you know. Don't be afraid to step up out of your comfort zone and reach out to new people. Remember, every connection you make could be the key to your next big opportunity. And for real, networking has helped me not just learning new things, knowing new people, but stepping out of my comfort zone. This has really been a huge thing for me, and also opportunities. If you follow these 6 steps, you will have the biggest opportunity. I can assure you. And if it doesn't happen, just write me an email and I will tell you again what you need to do, because I want you to have the biggest opportunity ever. Okay? So, yeah. That was it. Really, thank you for listening. Again, if you have any questions or something you want to tell me or comment, etc., you can comment, you can share to someone you think that would be very helpful. And yeah, that's it. So again, it was Louisa Cesar and it was on lj Mindset podcast. So yeah, until next time, keep building those connections. Bye.